Hello everyone. The tariff war between the US and China is entering a new phase in the semiconductor industry, as China has decided to judge the country of origin of semiconductor imports based on the country of manufacture of the wafer. The imposition of tariffs on US semiconductors has become more clear. This measure is interpreted as a strategy to encourage semiconductor manufacturing in China and reduce dependence on US semiconductors.
The China Semiconductor Industry Association, CSIA, recently announced that all integrated circuit products should be declared based on the location of the wafer manufacturing plant when clearing customs. This clarifies the criteria for tariffs on semiconductor imports, which had been unclear, and appears to be intended to strengthen tariffs on semiconductors from the United States. As a result of this measure, chips manufactured in the United States will be subject to high tariffs when imported into China. On the other hand, chips designed by American companies but manufactured overseas, such as by Taiwan's TSMC or South Korea's Samsung Electronics, will be able to avoid tariffs. In fact, semiconductor manufacturers in China are benefiting, with the stock price of SMIC, China's largest foundry, recently rising 5.9% and Huahong Semiconductor surging 14%. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump recently announced that he would raise tariffs on Chinese products to 145%. In response, China took retaliatory measures by raising the tariff rate on U.S. products to 125%. These mutual tariff increases are expected to have a significant impact on the global semiconductor supply chain, especially companies with manufacturing bases in the U.S., such as Intel, Texas Instruments TI, and GlobalFoundries. The immediate impact of tariffs is limited because most of the chips China imports are not directly manufactured or shipped from the U.S., said He Wei, head of semiconductor research at market research firm Omdia. However, in the long term, it seems inevitable that supply chains will be reorganized, with U.S. companies moving their manufacturing bases overseas or considering manufacturing in China.
This change in China semiconductor origin criteria is not simply a change in customs procedures, but is expected to be a significant turning point that will change the landscape of the semiconductor industry amid the technological hegemony competition between the U.S. and China. It is necessary to pay attention to the changes in the global semiconductor supply chain going forward.